Hello, everyone. Hi, and it's a wonderful thing to be here again. And we are going to understand a very beautiful book from Dale Carnegie that is Stop Worrying and Start Living. This is a very much essential topic for today in everyone's life, isn't it? We're going to study how this book was written and why. Why was it written and how was it written? 35 years ago, I was one of the unhappiest lads in New York. Yes, this is about Dale Carnegie. And I was selling motor trucks for a living. A very important instruction and guidance and testimony. Listen carefully and be encouraged. I didn't know what made a motor truck run. That wasn't all. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know. I despise my job. I despise living in a cheap furnished room on West 56th Street, a room infested with cockroaches. I still remember, I still remember that I had a bunch of neckties hanging on the walls, and when I reached out for of a morning to get a fresh necktie, the cockroaches scattered in all directions. Okay, so this is speaking about Dale Carnegie's life. Okay, all of us pass through hard days and then good days. I despised, okay, I despised, yes, having to eat in cheap, dirty restaurants that were also probably infested with cockroaches. I came home to my lonely room each night with a sick headache, a headache bred and fed by disappointment, worry, bitterness, and rebellion. And I was rebelling because the dreams I had nourished back in my college days had turned into nightmare. Okay, many times we think something and something else happens. Yes, was this life? Was this the vital adventure to which I had looked forward so eagerly? Was this all life I would ever mean it would ever mean to me? Working at a job I despised, living with cockroaches, and eating wild food, and with no hope for the future. No hope for the future. I longed for leisure to read and to write the books I have dreamed of writing back in my college days. I knew I had everything to gain and nothing to lose by giving up the job I despised. I wasn't interested in making a lot of money, but I was interested in making a lot of living. Okay, very beautiful thought, isn't it? In short, in short, yes, in short, I had come to Rubicon, to that moment of decision which faces most young people when they start out in life. So I made my decision, and that decision completed. It completely changed my future. It has made the 30 last 35 years happy and rewarding beyond my most op- utopian aspirations. My decision was this: I would give up the work I loathe. And since I have spent 4 years studying in the State Teachers College at Warrensburg, Missouri, preparing to teach, I would make my living teaching adult classes in night schools. Then I would have my days free to read books, prepare lectures, and write novels and short stories. I wanted to live to write and write to live. Yes, I wanted to live to write and write to live. And what subject should I teach to adults at night? As I looked back and evaluated my own college training, I saw that the training and experience I had in public speaking had been of more practical value to me in business and in life. In business and in life than everything else I had studied in college, and also lack of self confidence, and also I had studied in college all put together. Why? Because it had wiped out my timidity and lack of self confidence and give me the courage and assurance to deal with people. It it had also made clear that leadership usually gravitates to the man who can get up and say what he thinks. Yes, we'll stop here today. Very important point that we learned today. Very important points because it has wiped out my timidity and lack of self confidence and given me the courage and assurance to deal with people. It had also made clear that leadership usually gravitates to the man who can get up and say what he thinks. Important points. Thank you so much for joining in. Love you all. And also, we're going to be an excellent public speaker one day. Okay? So be positive and love you all. Take good care of yourself. See you again tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Love you. Bye.